Yo, what's good, YouTube? This is Jay from Ncaa. And make sure you hit that like button. We are actually in this close divisional race for that #1 spot. Remember, Appalachian State, I mean, they're pretty much running away with it, but we do have a chance to get a better bowl position. But I mean, it's kind of the opposite as last season. Remember, last season our division was the weakest out of the conference. This year it's definitely flip-flop. Look at Texas State. They are 5-2, and they're not just a bad 5-2. They're not just getting lucky playing bad teams. Like, they're actually pretty good. You see, they're towards the top of the NCAA in rankings, and we're gonna have our hands full. So here we go. They are gonna start this game out with the ball, but we are at home, so we have that home field advantage. But we do have to put a stop to this running game. Robert Brown, you see 140 yards last game on two touchdowns. So now here's Thompson. He's kind of a scrambler at quarterback, and he's gonna be running the ball quite a bit. So here we are on defense. Here's Thompson from under center, throwing out to the left side, and that's Twyford. He gets open past Malik Great and gets it all the way inside the 5-yard line to start this game out already. And Caleb Twyford, he's their best receiver, so we got to watch out for him. But we do get the stop on that one. So now on a 2nd and goal, here's Brown getting a handoff, but a good gang tackle that time from our linebackers. And now we get him down to a 3rd and goal. Here's Thompson from the shotgun. Gonna throw this one out of the back of the end zone. And after a huge play to start this drive, we get them to settle for 3 points inside the 5-yard line. So here we go, back on our offense. Our offense has been rolling the last couple of games. Here's Tyron Summers starting out this game with the ball, 9 yards on that one. Here's Angel Gonzalez taking a big hit, but holding on to that one for another 9 yards. So on a 1st and 10, here's Tyron Summers getting another carry up the middle, and he gets a gain of 5. So after losing a couple on 2nd down, facing a 3rd down and 10, and Mike Harrison moving the sticks one more time. And now we start out past the 50-yard line, but on the next play, Tyron Summers cannot get a running lane open and can't get past that right tackle. He kind of ran into his own man. So that brings us to a 3rd and 7 where Kashawn Curtin goes down, and he is going to be sacked for 2 yards. So after the punt, we do get him inside the 5, and he barely gets rid of it as Thompson. He finds Twyford once again, and he averts that danger. So now on a 1st and 10, here is Thompson trying to scramble out, and he's using his stiff arm and picking up a nice carry that time on the tackle by Ryan Marshall. So now on a 2nd and 1, fake the reverse and running it is Thompson. And man, look at the blocking he had on that one. If it wasn't for that last tackler, he might have broken that one for a big gain. But the drive continues here. Thompson running the ball once again. We said he was going to run the ball quite a bit, and Keontae Thompson is just doing his thing right now and running all over our defense. But on a 1st and 10 this time, we do run the quarterback contain, and Oliver Saxon does come up with the first sack of the game. So now on a 2nd and 16, here is Brown getting a handoff, and he gets all that yardage back on a 15-yard carry on a 2nd and long. So now on a 3rd and 1, a pitch play to the left side. He's going to pick up the first, but look, it's a block in the back, a clipping, and it takes this one back to a 3rd and 13. And here's Keontae Thompson throwing out to the right side, and look, he finds Twyford again for 12 yards. So they do line up for the long field goal. That one's not even going to be close. Allen King is going to be back to return this kick, but he is going to get stopped on this one. Gets to the 35-yard line. So now we start this next drive out towards the end of the 1st quarter here, throwing out to the right side, and Mike Harrison taking a big hit from the cornerback, but picking up the 1st down. So now on a 1st and 10, here's Tyron Summers getting a handoff from the shotgun, and he's moving the ball past the 50. So now on a 2nd and 6, running Justin Johnson in motion. Here's Curtin from the shotgun, gonna throw out to the left side, but that one's gonna be picked off by Peace. And that time we did not see the corner, and he's going to take this one all the way to the 11-yard line, barely getting tripped up after a nice interception, and kind of an easy interception, as here is Brown back out on offense, getting the carry on the draw play, and he's picking up the 11-yard touchdown run. So now Coastal is down 10-0 to start out this game. So now here to start the second quarter, here is Mike Harrison getting the end around. They weren't expecting that one. Doesn't have much speed. I believe he's at 83 speed, and he picks up the first down. So now we start the second quarter as Tyron Summers continues this running trail that we have, picking up 7 yards. So now on a 2nd and 3, here's Curtin facing some pressure up the middle and getting out of the pocket, and he's picking up the first down. That was a long 5 yards just to get the first down. So now on a 1st and 10, here throwing across the middle, Jack Kleck gets open up the seam, and he picks up the first down as this drive is now past the 50-yard line once again. So now on a 1st and 10, here's Justin Johnson getting open on the outside and picking up yet another first down for his first catch of the game. So now on a 2nd and 4, here's Tyron Summers, and he picks up a running lane, and he's going to walk into the end zone on a 20-yard carry. And what a season he's having, and he's just a junior. He probably will be back next year. So now 7-10 here on defense, but Caleb Twyford, one guy we have not been able to guard this game, picks up yet another first down. So here's Brown on the draw play, and he's picking up 8 yards on that one. So now on a 3rd and 2, this time pitch play to Brown, but look at Alan King coming in from the safety position and stopping him before Keir Patterson comes up with the tackle that time, and we do get them to kick the ball, punt the ball away to us. So now on the next drive, here's Tyron Summers getting stuffed up the middle, but on a 2nd and 9, running the screen pass, they're sending a blitz at us, and look at this block, and it's set up for Tyron Summers, and he's going to take this one all the way for a touchdown, 67 yards on that one. That's the longest play that he's had from scrimmage this season, and that is going to be, just like that, a 14-10 lead swung in our favor. So now here comes Thompson back out onto the field here with 4.5 minutes left, and just trying to bring them back in the game. Here he is throwing over the middle, and that's Twyford once again. So they're lining him up in the slot. He's actually their outside receiver, but no matter where he's lining up, they're finding him a lot early on in this game. So here's Thompson finding a tight end there for the first down, but here's Brown getting to the outside, but this time going to be tackled by Cedric Granger. Nice tackle for loss on that one, as we do force the 3rd and 12. Here is Thompson from under center throwing out to the right side, but this time his receiver is going to get open in the zone. An easy out route. That's Twyford once again, and he picks up a first down. But on the next play, Eric Hughes gets the tackle, and that's going to be bringing it down to a 3rd and 10. Here's Thompson throwing out to the left side, and that one's going to be dropped. Alan King there in coverage, and that is going to be yet a field goal for Texas State as they make it a 13-14 deficit. But here on a 1st and 10, dumping it off to the right side, and look at Tyron Summers, some more running room, and his 2nd big catch of the game coming out of the backfield, and he's almost at 100 yards receiving already. So here's Tyron Summers getting another carry up the middle, and so he's doing it on the ground through the air. This looks like it's going to be a big game as he's having a huge first half, as Jack Kleck gets the catch across the middle. That's actually Sam Foers picking up a good gain of 11. So now on a 3rd and inches, here is Tyron Summers picking up some more blocking and getting it inside the 5-yard line, but we do not want to leave any time on this clock. So we actually end up milking the clock all the way down. We don't get it in on the first down, and we get it in on the 2nd down, leaving no time for Texas State to do anything, but they do have one last play left with 1 second left here, down by 8 going into halftime. Gonna hail this one deep. Look at that arm straight on the throw, but Cedric Granger is gonna come up with the interception before half. And wow, he was rolling out to the right, and he had all of that on that throw, but it does get picked off, and we do go into halftime 21-13. So now to start the second half, here is Tyron Summers. Remember, we kicked the ball to them to start, and he's picking up where he left off, having a huge first half as he picks up a 14-yard carry on that one, and here he's breaking a tackle and picking up 7 on that one. So now on a 2nd and 3, here is Curtin from the shotgun. Summers gets the ball again, and a 10-yard gain. So they just do not have an answer as he goes over 100 yards with that carry. But on a 1st and 10, they're sending the blitz this time, hopefully to stop the run, and they don't get him. Jack Kleck gets open for a 1st down. So now on a 1st and 10, setting some more pressure, and Justin Johnson comes up with this catch. That's a gain of 9. So now in a 2nd and 1, here is Jimbo Brown getting in. Remember the starter from last year. He gets a couple of carries here as he gets the counter play, almost getting into the end zone, but getting tackled at the 1-yard line. But on a 1st and goal, giving it to Keith Syracuse Jr., who doesn't get many carries, but he's in on that one, and he picks up the touchdown as he gets I think his 2nd touchdown of the season, and he makes this a 2-score lead going into the middle of the 3rd quarter. So here is Thompson from under center on the next drive, but taking a sack on that one. That's his 1st sack of the game, Danny Armstead, as he's actually had an improved season over last. So now Thompson drops back to pass here on a 2nd and 15, finding White here for the 12-yard reception. So now facing a 3rd and 4. Here is Brown getting the handoff. He's going to break a tackle from Xavier Davis and pick up the 1st down. We had a chance to stop that drive, but the drive does continue. Here is Brown on a pitch play, getting to the outside, but that's another clipping on the offense. So that's bringing that one back to a 2nd and 16. Here's Thompson throwing across the middle to Twyford, and look at Twyford. He's going to break this one all the way for a touchdown. A slant route goes for 65 yards, and he is just tearing us up this game as he is literally creeping up on 200 yards receiving so far. So now we're not even in the middle of the 3rd quarter as here's Curtin back out on the next drive, and here is Sam Forbes getting the catch over the middle, and that's 9 yards. So now on a 1st and 10 here, facing some pressure from the blind side, and he fumbles it, Curtin, and the Texas State Cougars do fall on it, and they have a chance to tie this game up at 28. So here is Hutch White getting the 6-yard reception here on the following drive, as here Brown gets the ball and gets it inside the 10-yard line. So Thompson only 8 more yards to pay dirt, and he gives the ball to Brown, and Brown breaks the tackle, and he gets in. So now, just like that, our 2-score lead is trimmed down to only 2 as they have to attempt the PAT to tie this one up, but he dumps it off to Holloway, and what a questionable throw on that one. Dustin Holloway can't pick up the PAT, so now this 2-point lead does stay intact, as here is Tyron Summers on the next drive and easily picking up 18 yards. That's great blocking by our offensive line. So now getting towards the end of the 3rd quarter, running out to the right side, getting it to Angel Gonzalez for the 1st down for his 2nd catch of the game. So here is Curtin giving the ball to Summers to start this end of the 3rd quarter, and he's picking up 13 yards. So now moving on to the 4th quarter finally, Jimbo Brown getting the handoff. He's picking up 8. So we're trying to milk this clock a little bit and also pick up yards, as here is Summers getting the counter play to the outside, and he's not going to be touched. And that's going to be a 9-yard carry and his 19th touchdown on the ground of the season. And it's not even, we have 2 games left still, and I mean, it's looking like he might go for the NCAA record for touchdown. So we do attempt to go for the PAT, and we do not get it for the 2-point conversion. But on the ensuing drive, Danny Armstead, you see, getting his 2nd sack of the game in this one, and on a 2nd and 14, back-to-back sacks. This time it's Eric Hughes. Remember, he had a big 3-sack game earlier in the year, and he gets another one there. So now on a 3rd and 26, throwing it out to the right side, it's Thompson, but nearly not enough yards. Hutch White can't pick it up, as we do get the tackle by Oliver Saxon, and he picks up the punt. So now here on the next drive, getting it out to Tyron Summers, but look at all that running room, and Curtin just lobs it a little too much. So now on a 3rd and 13, getting it out to Sam Forbes, and that's not going to be enough. So we give Texas State yet another chance to tie this game up. So here's Hadel on the next drive, and he picks up 18 yards to start this next drive. So now Thompson throws across the middle once again to Twyford, and Twyford gets another 10-yard reception on that one. So now inside the 30-yard line, here's Thompson from under center, throwing to the left side, and they just cannot be stopped. 4 straight plays, 4 straight first downs, as here is Brown running over a defensive tackle and picking up another first down. So they've got a first down on every single first down they've attempted, as here's Huntley, the backup running back, getting in for the touchdown. And wow, that drive was just a little too easy, as now they have a chance to tie this game up once again. So they go for the 2-point conversion. Here's Thompson rolling out to the right side, and we miss the tackle, and he ties this game up. So now 2.5 minutes left in this game. Can we put together a 2-minute drive and win this one at home? And here is Curtin throwing out to left side, and he's gonna miss a wide open receiver. And we know how important this game is, so we are going to go for 2, and look at that blocking by the offensive line, clearing the way for Tyron Summers. 172 yards rushing so far in this game. So now, after that 4th down conversion, throwing the ball to the right side, is Curtin finding Angel Gonzalez. That's a clutch catch, as he's been kind of quiet lately, but he's been having a lot of these clutch catches late in games. As here's Summers getting into field goal range. We need to get a little closer, and he picks up a gain of 8. But on a 2nd and 2, look at this blocking by this offensive line, a wide open hole, and that sets us up for a game-winning field goal as we milk this clock down as time expires, and that one's gonna be good. And that was a crucial drive and a crucial win, as Texas State was actually ranked above us in the conference standings. And now we have a 1-2 race with Appalachian State to go to the conference championship, but we do not know if they will lose or not, because the way they are constructed, Appalachian State is set up to go to the conference championship, and at least we get to a bowl game. I mean, honestly, we went up against a juggernaut in Appalachian State. They ran up the score like no other, but we did get a good win here at home. 3 points, but I'll take it. We definitely need to clean up on defense a little bit. Our offense was all right today, but our defense definitely needs to clean it up. I think we need to just stop the pass a little bit more. I mean, there's no reason for Twyford to pretty much go over 200 yards in this game, and Thompson really isn't really a passing quarterback. He is a 90 overall quarterback, which I'll give him credit. He's pretty good, but he did a lot of his damage with his legs. You see, he only picked up 26 yards, but a lot of that was just scrambling for a first down on 3rd down and picking up just crucial yards, as Twyford does go for 200 yards, 218 on 8 receptions, as he straight destroys our secondary. But this is a good win, a good home victory here in conference play. It definitely boosts our record, and hopefully we get in position to make a better bowl game. So hit subscribe, hit that like button. We'll be back. This season still has a couple games left, so you don't want to miss it, so stay tuned. Let's get it. Let's go.